Now, I've played many games in the past years now, for the past few years now, and I've played a lot of many different games. And one thing that always comes up whenever a game comes out is early play. Now, what I mean by early play is getting to play the game early. And what do I mean by that? Pre-order. Now, companies do this, obviously they do it for people to experience a game more earlier than other people who wants to buy it. And while that is a good thing, I feel like people, gamers, consumers, whatever, I feel like people should stop pre-ordering new video games. Now, you guys are probably wondering, why am I saying this? Why am I making this video? And it's because, time and time again, new games come out, they show trailers, they do this, they do that, and then they say they have a pre-order, and then you get the pre-order, you play the game for a bit, and then you realize it sucks, or it's not worth buying or anything like that when you get the game or whatever. And I just feel like it's kind of a scam, because we've seen many games in recent years that has come out pre-order, you play it, and then you realize off the rip this game sucks or it's not worth playing, to the point where some games will even go into like, I wouldn't say bankruptcy, but like they would end service and end updates and production and stuff like that. And then you just feel like you wasted your money because the game you bought, pre-ordered and bought to play, is not worth it, or no one is playing it. And again, it feels like a scam from developers when they do this, because you pre-order a game, and sometimes the pre-order cost is actually more than the standard price for when the game actually comes out. Like a pre-order cost is more, because again, you're getting to play the game earlier compared to other people who's getting the same game as you. They just get it at a later time. But like I said, with games nowadays, some games being completely flawed, and obviously, the most main games you see this with the pre-order things is, Call of Duty, 2K, and most of those games, like they do like either the pre-order or prelude or whatever, and you play the game, you play the beta, whatever, and then the game is not worth it, or it's not good, it's underdeveloped, etc., and then you have to buy this, because again, you pre-order, you get to play the game early, and if you can't get a refund on the game, you're pretty much fucked, because then you're just there with a product that you have no interest in playing, because it's flawed, they didn't do enough to make the game good to drop and everything like that, and your money's just gone down the drain. Now, like I said, again, it really depends too on the game, because again, like Call of Duty, 2K, stuff like that, people want to play because they love their games and they want to get that multiplayer, because that's why most people, especially for Call of Duty, for example, that's why they buy the pre-orders and the betas and all that kind of stuff, because they want to see what the game is gonna include, and what's it's gonna be like before the official game itself releases. But again, when you pre-order these games and then get met with disappointment after playing for probably a day or two, I'll say, you feel like your money has gone down the drain and you don't get no enjoyment out of pre-ordering. And then on top of that, again, if you can't get a refund on the game, you're pretty much screwed at that point. And then you have to just sit there on your console, PC, whatever you play on, with a product that you don't want to play, or you're not satisfied with, but you can't do anything, or probably just force yourself to play it because you spent money on this game. And again, with these game prices going up to $70, $80, whatever, and all these subscriptions and stuff, it's getting really tough out here. And and now with this tactic too, with gaming companies now, they are definitely bringing this along, because again, one game I'm pretty sure everyone is gonna pre-order, whether it's, I wouldn't say flawed, but one game we all know everyone is pre-ordering for sure is GTA 6. As soon as that shit goes live and is officially ready to drop, no delays, no anything, you already know that people are gonna be buying this. Come on, it's GTA 6. But a lot of these other games nowadays, especially the games that just like recycle the same stuff, like again, Call of Duty, 2K, etc., like those two games, especially like the games that you know just gonna feel the same for the next year, or the same shit in the same year, etc., those are the games that I feel like people should stop pre-ordering, especially when it's good for like a couple of weeks or maybe like a month or two, and then you realize this shit is boring and it's not worth playing. Because another game this happened to was sparkingzero, because you know, in my last couple of videos I made about sparkingzero and shit, I mentioned that, you know, everybody was hyped up for this game on day one. They marked their calendars, they did this, they did that, and as soon as the thing went up to pre-order the game and get early content and early access and shit, they were on that shit like white on rice. Like they put pre-orders immediately, bought the ultimate $100 plus edition, and they were waiting, got the DLCs early and everything like that, and just for this shit to die in like 2 to 3 months, and then no one wants to play it now because of how bad it is. And again, now people are saying that they either wanted refunds or they wasted money on the game. And you know, like I said earlier, if you can't get a refund on something you know you're not happy playing, you're pretty much cooked. So yeah, I am, you know, like this video is mostly for like people to basically save their money. Like if it's a game you really like and you like, you know, you love that franchise or whatever, or that category, you know, I get it. But I feel like nowadays what people should be doing is just, you know, if you have a game that you like that's coming up, I would just say wait for other people to get their games on the hands, or like either those who get gifted, like, you know, those huge successful YouTubers who get the games gifted to them early from like the developers and stuff like that to make videos on and to show the public or whatever. Or, you know, just wait for the game to drop and see if you want to get it or not. Because I've seen this, like I said, with a lot of games, and I'm sure you guys have too, where you see a game that goes up for pre-order and you want that game, and then you watch gameplay and you watch stuff for that, and then, oh, you realize, oh, this game is not it, it's not good, it's terrible or whatever. And then, you know, your money's already processed and everything, and then you can't cancel the pre-order or you can't do anything. But and then, you know, it just feels like, again, a waste of money. So like I said, this video is mainly just for people who enjoy gaming like myself, but just don't want to get disappointed on a game coming out and getting their hopes up just for a game to be completely garbage. So yeah, like I said at the beginning of the video, mostly just like, if it's a game you really like, you can either wait for it to fully drop or wait for people to post early gameplay or something like that. Like, just stop pre-ordering games, bro. Because again, like I said, they could look good in a trailer or whatever, but then when you get to the gameplay and everything, it sucks. And then, you know, you're gonna feel like you wasted your money or whatever, and you probably won't touch the game again due to how bad it is or whatever. And then again, it feels like a waste of money. So yeah, just stop pre-ordering games in general. Just wait for the product to fully release, or wait for some gameplay from famous YouTubers or whatever to show you that game and make your decision if you want to buy or not. But yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for today's video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think of pre-ordering games. Is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? Should people not do it entirely, etc., etc.? Just, you know, let me know in the comments below your opinions. You know, I always be reading them comments and liking them comments and everything like that. So again, let me know your thoughts down below. And yeah, I'm NeonV2. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take it easy and peace out. I'm out of here.